And if you wouldn't mind helping them out with a few errands here and there, that would be even better.
So now we have extra errands to run? Maybe we should add a little extra to the price.
Just a humble suggestion, that's all. It will help you gain the respect of our people, and as a mighty hero, I truly believe that's what you deserve.
Actually, sir, our reputation's level 3, almost max. Yet we already have the respect of the people.
I'll be sticking around for the next few days, so if you have any questions, you know where to find me.
Seems like Kanich was right. We should go meet up with him right away.
There's... Yo, dude.
Huh, you're here.
Kanich! Elder Trinidad said that...
I can tell. It's written on your faces.
Is that the Traveler in Paimon? Forgive me for not being there to welcome you on your arrival. That should have been my duty as chief.
Hello, Chief Waina.
I only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday, so I asked Kinich to invite you over for a quick chat.
It's our pleasure. And we trust you because you were in the Archon quest.
I believe Kinich has already filled you in, so I'll get straight to the point. Firstly, I fully endorse your appointment as flame bearers for the upcoming Turnfire Night. However, I would like to request that you take steps to ensure the Mountain King's safety. Every child of our tribe grows up hearing the tales of our heroes, from Yupanqui the Firebringer to Burkina and the Mountain King who fought against the Abyss. This is our history and our heritage, the source of our pride and the center of our faith. To kill the Mountain King would be to destroy our spirit. I would never be able to face our ancestors in the Night Kingdom. Nana's death was a great tragedy, and I do not blame Trinidad for the actions he has taken. Nevertheless, I cannot allow any harm to come to the Mountain King. The very roots of our identity are at stake. My honored guests, please give this matter your serious consideration.
Is there no solution that would satisfy both sides?
Perhaps there is, but despite all our attempts to contain the situation over the years, we've not found it. Right now, I should like to hear where you stand on this matter.
Wow, that last one's rude. Let's sneak off to some other tribe tonight. What the hell? Like, Waina does have a point. Like, Trinidad's... the tragedy with Nana, Trinidad is awful, and... yeah, like, it makes sense. You want to, like, free the Mountain King and just put him to death. Like, so that way he can rest in peace, but... yeah, this is a tradition for futures to come. I mean, I would say this, but honestly, I want to...
Though I sense that your mind is not yet made up, I'm still comforted by your words. There are 3 days left before the ceremony. I hope they will bring me clarity.
So are yours. Your mind's not made up.
What? Earlier you were saying that...
Let's walk and talk. I'll show you around the tribe.
That works too. Paimon needs to get some air after this.
We change the time of day. Make more sense for it to be day.
Yeah! Got him!
Kanich, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you? That's why you didn't want to be the flame bearer this time, because it's a double-edged sword. The whole Mora thing was just a sneaky excuse.
Double-edged sword is right. But my response wasn't merely an excuse. To solve this exceptional problem, an exceptional price must be paid.
And this is... yeah, because, like, that's the whole point of his ancient name, Malipo. Weighing the cost. And, like, try to lean towards, like, the more favorable outcome. Weighing it.
I'm working on it.
Really? Well, come on then, let's hear it!
In a moment. Didn't you have a question you were about to ask me?
Oh, yeah. What was it again? Oh, right. We need to talk about how he's completely unhinged.
That's a point. Where is he today?
I agree that he has a problem. He needs disciplining, so I hired him a teacher.
You got him a teacher? Oh, Paimon would love to see him get scolded for bad behavior. Anyway, moving on. When we ran into a house, he said you two were investigating some abyss thing together. Is that related to the whole Mountain King situation?
Yes, that's the angle I've been working on. I'm a Saurian hunter, but I occasionally hunt the abyss too. One time I was pursuing some purple demonic dogs when I accidentally entered a hidden space. I did some research after the fact. Apparently they're known as beastly rifts, and there are many of them of all different sizes.
Hounds.
That's where those purple dogs were coming from. So, if we can locate one of these beastly rifts, clear the monsters out, and move the Mountain King inside, he'd be able to continue living, but without posing a threat to the tribe.
Whoa, that sounds kinda crazy. Would it really work?
It's not without its risks, of course. There's a lot of unknowns in the equation. For instance, for all we know, a prolonged period inside the rift could make the Mountain King's condition worse. Still, we desperately need something like this, even just as a temporary measure. You've seen the conflict the issue is causing in our tribe for yourselves, and believe me, it's been a long time coming. The chief is adamant about keeping the Mountain King alive, whatever happens.
Paimon can understand. It's less about the Mountain King and more about preserving your culture and heritage.
Yes, but on the flip side, you've got people like Elder Trinidad, who is more concerned about protecting the people he cares about now and into the future. And he has every right to take that view. It's one thing to try and preserve the last remnants of a glorious past, but making your kin pay the price for it? No one can seriously tell them that's a fair trade.
Yeah, like both sides.
You're right.
Have
There's
their
no
pros and
easy
cons.
answers here. Let's leave that to one side for a moment and assume we go with your plan. Or do you actually intend to find one of these beastly rifts? Because at least in our experience, the dogs open the rifts when they want to attack us, not the other way around.
I think I know a way.
You really gonna do this?
You have any better ideas?
Not at the moment, but it just feels like using the power of the Abyss for our own ends isn't gonna end well. After all, the Abyss is what turned the Mountain King into a monster in the first place. People are gonna think you've lost your marbles.
If it doesn't end well, then that's the price we pay. Everything in the world comes at a price. Even when Yupanqui, the Firebringer, stole the Turnfire, it cost him dearly. The Mountain King's erratic outbursts have brought tensions within the tribe to a boiling point. Unless this gets resolved quickly, everyone will be stuck in a stalemate.
Alright, so what's this deal you wanted to make with us? We're hardly experts on exploiting abyssal power.
All I need you to do is keep people away from me. I'm getting harassed on a daily basis by people trying to convince me to be the flame bearer. I can't afford to waste all my energy dealing with them. If you help me out, there will be a gift for you in return.
A free Ganeach.
Ooh, what kind of gift?
Something well worth your while, I'd say.
A free 5-star. Again. Okay, but how do we keep people away?
Just keep doing what you've been doing. Integrate yourself with the tribespeople, so everyone comes to terms with the fact that we have a new flame bearer. That way, I won't have an endless stream of people coming to beg me to join the ceremony, and I can focus on finding a way to summon the beastly rift. Then, when the day of the ceremony comes, we'll move the Mountain King into his new home.
Still sounds pretty crazy. Even for a daredevil like you, that's dangerous. And even if it works, what if neither Chief Lina nor Elder Trinidad are happy with it? Have you thought about what
That's
you
the
do
price.
At least the two of them would finally be on the same side of the issue, leaving only me on the opposing side. The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a Saurian hunter for hire like me.
Either way, sounds like there's no more in this for you.
Can I take that to mean that we have a deal?
Give it a try.
For sure. And who knows, maybe we'll come up with an even better solution to all of this in the next couple of days.
Great. Well, for the next couple of days, please spend some time among the tribe and lend a hand wherever you can. I'm sure everyone will be swept off their feet when they meet our new flame bearer. Good luck to us both.
Okay. Walk around the tribe the next day. The next day?
Okay, task for the day. Meet the tribe's people and take some heat off of Kenichi's back.
Pony, how can you call the Mountain King a monster?
Because he hurt a lot of people, and look what happened to Nana.
But it wasn't on purpose. The Mountain King is sick, that's all. He's been hurt by the Abyss.
That's true, but the fact remains that he's now a threat to all of us.
Oh boy.
How can you be so harsh to someone who's sick? If you don't take back what you just said, I don't know if we can carry on being friends.
Toba, Kuni, what's wrong?
Pony's saying nasty things about the Mountain King. It's not right. He's our hero.
Once upon a time, maybe, but not anymore.
Hey now, let's not fight. Aren't you best friends?
Yesterday, maybe, but not anymore.
Toba? Fine. I guess my dad is right. Things change, and you just have to accept it and move forward. As of today, our friendship is over. There's no going back. Oh, come on, cut it out, you two. We have some great news to tell you. The Traveler is gonna be the flame bearer for the next Turnfire night. He's gonna do a beautiful ceremony and cure the Mountain King's illness for good.
What? Really?
Of course, I'm an expert at this stuff.
So that's what my dad wanted to talk to you about? To be fair, from what we saw the other day, you are pretty good at climbing cliffs. Probably just as good as Kenich.
I wouldn't go that far.
Wait, speaking of Kenich, where even is that guy?
Oh yeah, good question. Is he not coming to the ceremony anymore? We can get him to come, but if he catches you two fighting again, he won't be happy. He'll be sure to give you both a piece of his mind.
No, we can't let that happen. I've never even spoken to him before. I can't afford to make such a bad first impression.
I didn't mean to argue with Toba. All he said was that the Mountain King has done some pretty bad things. He was the one who turned it into a fight.
You two clearly care about each other. The Mountain King can't change that.
Yeah, if you weren't friends, there's no way Toba would have come to look for the baby Saurians with you. All right. Well, because it's the Traveler and Paimon and Kenich, I'm sorry, Toba. I'm sorry for all the mean things I said about the Mountain King. Dad just really misses Nana, and I was really upset that she's gone, too.
Huh? Oh. I shouldn't have spoken to you the way I did either. It wasn't very nice of me. For the Traveler and Paimon, Kenich, and for Nana. I'm sorry too, Huni.
That's more like it. Now you're best friends again! Guess so. Toba, if I ever say something mean about the Mountain King in the future, I'll make sure I say it to someone else, and not you. I'd better go buy
I'll still
some
say it
colored
behind
clothes
your
for my
back.
dad now. He needs it for Turnfire night. Let's play again some other time. See you, Toba. See you, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay. I'll head home as well then. See you next time.
Okay, take care, you two.
But one of them's already gone.
Even though they said they're sorry, it looks like their friendship isn't as strong as it was before.
Times really are changing.
Let's just hope we can solve this once and for all. Come on, let's move on.
Yeah.
Huh? What's going on over there? Let's take a look. Hey there! What's happening here?
A rehearsal for the Turnfire Night dance.
Ooh, there's a dance involved? Paimon wants to learn
You're
too.
floating.
You don't know it? Ah, I guess you're not from these parts, huh? It's rare to see a new face around the tribe these days. I thought everyone would be keeping away.
Why do you say that?
Because of the Turnfire Night, of course. The Mountain King could wake up at any time. That's why we're holding an emergency ceremony. This isn't one of those fun and games festivals. For outsiders, it might even be a little dangerous.
Well, did you know that the flame bearer this time is actually gonna be an outsider?
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. I would have loved to meet them in person.
Now you have.
What? Oh, it's you? Man, oh man. Well, this is a nice surprise. It's funny. I was just thinking that I'll probably miss out on meeting the new flamebearer since I'm not taking part this time around. Then suddenly, there you are. Must be my lucky day.
You're not taking part in the Turnfire Night? How come? You're not an outsider too, are you?
You must be joking. Watch this.
Just like everybody else.
Not bad, right?
No.
Yeah, I'm considered one of the better looking guys who dances beneath the pillars of the sacred flame. Been doing it a few years. Always gets the ladies out to watch.
What? You keep telling yourself that, buddy.
Oh, very impressive. So why'd you quit?
Well, I feel like the whole Mountain King situation is getting more and more precarious. It's just not safe here anymore. One of our elders' Saurian companions even lost her life not long ago. The question is, what are we gonna do about this in the long term? But our leaders don't have any answers for us. They're probably too busy fighting about it amongst themselves. The way things are going, it's only a matter of time before it gets violent. So I figured, you know what? Now's as good a time as any to get away for a little while. Go do some exploring.
You look a little disappointed.
Disappointed? Nah. It's a great opportunity to go see the world. As every male scion of the canopy knows, wherever you are and wherever you go, the only way is forwards. We take pride in that. I won't forget my roots.
Fair enough. So what's your plan for the next step?
I managed to get in touch with the Saurian Relics Association. They gave me a simple test. Find a decent quality relic, and they'll make me a member.
What's the Saurian Relics Association?
You've never heard of it? It's a group of amateur history enthusiasts who do research on the ancient Saurian era. They're all about collecting relics and remnants from that age. Speaking of which, the guy who was Flamebearer before you, I've heard that his Saurian buddy comes from that time.
A how? A how's a relic from an ancient Saurian civilization?
Yes. Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah, him. So you know those two already, huh? Then, do you know how they met? It was deep inside some mysterious ruin, and they signed a contract there. The association folks say that the kind of contract usually comes with a huge hidden cost.
Yeah, and I think if I'm remembering right, the cost was the minute Kanich dies, Ahau takes over his body and comes back. Because Ahau is glorified, but he's waiting for his own contractor to die so he can take over.
Really? That sounds ominous.
Who knows? But if it's true, Kanich can probably handle it. He knows what he's doing with weighing up contracts and
Hao
costs
keeps
stuff.
trying to kill
I
him.
doubt he'd make a contract that doesn't benefit him. Strangely enough, I actually happened upon a strange mural a while back, and it looked to me like it was depicting a Saurian and a human involved in some kind of Saurian-era contract ritual.
Oh, does that count as a relic then?
You bet it does. I was all ready to go take a picture of it and use it as my entry ticket to the association. But after all the abyssal activity recently, I heard that area's been overrun by monsters. The best laid plans, huh? I'll just have to wait and see if things improve. Or... you look like you know your way around a fight. I don't suppose there's any chance you'd be able to help?
If all you need to get is a picture, that should be pretty achievable, right? The Traveler deals with monsters all the time. It's a piece of cake.
Wait, you're seriously gonna help me out?
Come on, it's no big deal. Compared to some of the things we've been roped into before, this
Like
is
gods,
nothing.
abyssal
Hierarch above.
narwhals,
You two have hearts of gold, you know that?
Atui
You're the kind of people who
harbingers.
could dive into the Turnfire deep in the bowels of the Night Kingdom, and it wouldn't burn a single hair off your head.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Of course it is. All right, come with me. I'll show you the way.
Hang on, I just saw this treasure chest over here.
Perhaps one should invent some form of curio discernment mechanism.
Look at that. Dead.
There it is. It's inside these ruins. As you can see, the place is crawling with monsters.
Alrighty then. Stay back and take cover, Tiago. This could get dangerous. We'll take care of him.
Great minds think alike. I'm not about to cramp your style.
As he runs toward the hill of churls.
Evil rogues, shoot on sight. Gotcha. Yeah. Make way for the... Loaded. Eyes on me! Yeah.
There we go.
That should be the last of them. It's a good thing Tiago had the sense to stay in his hiding place, or things could have gotten really hairy for him. Hey, look! That's gotta be it, right? Definitely looks like a mural.
It's a little on the small side.
True. Now that you mention it, most ancient murals take up a whole huge wall. This looks more like someone with a paintbrush got bored and started doodling. It does match the story he told us, though. There's a Saurian and a human. So, is that supposed to be what an ancient contract ritual looked like? Whatever. We're not here to decipher it. Just photograph it.
Picture time.
That's a wrap. Let's take it back to Tiago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going, hold on. Now I'm curious, how long is that picture event?
You've been robbed? Oh, Ponche. I
Uh-oh.
thought my luck was bad.
I put blood, sweat, and tears into that, and now I've got nothing to show for it. Some gap-toothed goon stole it from me.
Uh-oh.
Tiago, is this the picture you were looking for?
Let me take a look. Yep, that's the one. Pyro Archon above, you two are superhumans. Hey, Ponche, come and say hi to these guys. They're gonna be the new flame bearers, and they're tough as nails.
Wait, are you the Traveler and Paimon?
Yes.
Huh? You already know each other?
I don't think so.
My nephew Toba's been telling everyone about you. He says you're crazy strong, super friendly, that you helped him out, and that you're gonna be our flame bearers this Turnfire night.
Oh, so you're Toba's uncle. Great to meet you, sir. Sounds like we managed to make a bit of a name for ourselves.
Toba's not wrong, my friend. These two are honestly some of the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met.
Okay.
Everyone speaks incredibly highly of them. Seriously. If you're comfortable telling them about what happened, I guarantee you they'll sort it out in no time.
Really? All I want is to get the fruits of my labor back.
Allow me to explain. Ponche is a well-known scholar within our tribe. author of the widely acclaimed book, Yupanqui's Turnfire. Unfortunately, the book was stolen by a treasure hoarder a few hours
Treasure
ago.
hoarder?
I spent years of my life researching that book. I visited every last ruin, interviewed every descendant of every hero in our history. On the word Malipo alone, I covered at least 5 different interpretations of the meaning based on accounts from different villages.
It was an unparalleled masterpiece.
And now it's all gone. That little goon ambushed me during my morning walk. He snatched all of my belongings, including my entire manuscript.
That book was everything to him. It's like they robbed him of his soul when they took it. Look at him. Lost and listless. He's a shell of the man he was.
Dear honored guests of our clan, I am but a helpless old student. If only for Toba and Tiago's sake, please help me. I beg of you.
Where were you ambushed?
See what I mean, Ponche? Now you've run into these two, your luck's about to change. Big time.
I don't know if he's still there, but come on, I'll take you.
Why don't you be that Abyss Order guy? Oh, that is really far out, dude. How'd you walk from there to where we were at?
Hey! You thieving rat! Give me my things back!
What do you want now, you old bum? God, you're a waste of space. Prepare to get shoved butt first into a tree hollow.
Dare you to try.
Oh, what's this? Brought a little bodyguard with you, huh? All
8
right.
hands.
Let's see what you've got. Eat dirt, suckers!
Really?
Hey, he's trying to get away! You good? Let's chase him down!
Bro, I have y'all on. I can...
Stop, please! By all the warriors, heroes, gods, and kings, I can't run any longer.
Bro, you are weak. You couldn't even run fast enough or far enough.
Please, I don't have your stuff anymore. Have mercy.
Oh yeah? Well, where is it then?
I threw it away.
What?
You threw it away?
The old bum's bag didn't have a single mora in it. Just a tatty old book, worn out pens, and some old rags. All that time lying in wait was for nothing. I was so mad, I just threw all of it away.
Is that really the truth? Okay then, where did you throw it away?
The same place you found me. Look, I swear on the Pyro Archon, it's the truth. May all my worldly possessions be turned to ash by Turnfire if I'm lying.
Okay, that's a pretty strong oath. What do we do now? It sounds like he's telling the
Go
truth.
back to where we were and see if we can find anything.
Right. Let's hope nobody gets to the book before we do. We'll never get it back then.
Meanwhile, in a hidden cave, in each in the Abyss Order, Senka.
Although the Turnfire is a heroic symbol in Huitzatlan, it always comes with the more ominous implication of eventual tragedy.
Oh, just watching.
This holds true for all bearers of this ancient name in recorded history. Each one of them died of non-natural causes, as if the specter of the Turnfire was always lurking in the background. This appears to suggest the existence of some higher power that is always watching the name-bearer, examining their actions, and eventually demanding payment in return. None can escape this payment, unless, perhaps, they could honestly swear by Turnfire to never make a single mistake in their entire life.
Just looking at how it's so off-putting just to see a 8-bit pixel in a 3D game.
Yupanqui's Turnfire. What an incredible work on ancient name philology. I can't believe it was just lying there for me to take. Let me see, the author is...
That's where they threw it away?
Ponche. Nice. A gentleman and a scholar.
Silence, book muncher. The great Kahulahau will suffer your droning voice no longer.
Do you truly find no joy at all in perusing such rich historical records?
Joy? What joy is there in this pointless drivel?
Well, it makes a pretty shocking prediction. every bearer of the ancient name Malipo eventually meets a grisly end. Maybe that's the price you pay for the name that means price?
What? You're saying Kenichi will die a violent death? So I'll finally get to take over his body? When will that glorious day arrive? The great Ghoul-How demands
He wants
to
him
know.
to be dead.
Wow, you are just irredeemable, aren't you? An agent of chaos down to the core. You make us Abyss Order folks look like saints in comparison.
Silence, maggot! To presume that anyone compares your kind with the great Ghoul-How is sheer vanity. And if that day ever comes, oh, your doom will soon follow.
Imagine if one day just randomly a How just becomes a weekly boss fight. That would be so hilarious.
You don't need to lecture me about Doomsday. Here's what I know, based on countless historical texts. All civilizations will be reduced to rubble by the passage of time. From ancient kingdoms to heavenly thrones to worlds beyond, there are no exceptions.
Oh boy.
But from the ruins of every civilization, the dust will rise and never settle, thus transcending the confines of time. That dust is what we call a civilization's spirit. And you, great Ghoul-How, are one such speck of dust from a bygone age. I've paid dearly for the chance to observe you up close.
Wait, we were around from the time when... oh no.
Now, let me take a good look at you. We'll see whether any memories of that age still remain inside you.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
We're so sorry, Mr. Ponche, but we couldn't find your manuscript anywhere.
Does that mean all of my hard work was for nothing?
You gotta stay positive, Ponche. You might have lost the book, but the brains behind it are still intact. Surely you remember the main points at least?
The whole reason I worked so hard to get it finished before the Turnfire Night is because I hoped that maybe it might help us find a way through these trying times.
You solved the Mountain King
But
problem?
now, well, not exactly. But I thought my research might at least be a starting point.
Oh, really? So what did you find out in your research?
I think the key to all of this lies in the power of Malipo.
Ponche, you know as well as anyone that ancient names don't hold any real power. Symbolic power doesn't count.
You're right, but Malipo may be a special case. Given that it first arose in the era of the first Pyro Archon, it might contain remnants of Shibalanke's power.
That is true.
Yeah, I remember that story. My grandpa told it to me when I was a little kid. Maybe you're the special case. Most kids stop believing in that stuff by your age.
I'm not talking about childhood superstitions here. There is evidence.
Like what?
Like the fact that the Mountain King is still alive. Everyone attributes that to the power of the Abyss. But there's more to it than that. The key factor is that Burkina summoned the power of Malipo at the cost of his own life. If you don't believe me, then answer me this. How many other creatures can you think of who lived longer, not shorter, after being contaminated by the Abyss?
He brings up a good point. The Abyss would normally contaminate something and make them live shorter. Like, anything contaminated by the Abyss dies faster. So how is the Mountain King still alive and living longer?
Traveler, different situation but similar idea. Doesn't this remind you of the hilly...
Yeah, the Hilichurls.
So, I came to the conclusion that Malipo must refer to some mysterious ritual involving a tit-for-tat exchange. It began with the first Pyro Archon, fell with the Grand Alliance, then was buried in the Night Kingdom. And now, it awaits the call of its new bearer.
Hey. Sorry to interrupt, Ponche, but you seem to be getting a little overexcited.
I'm sorry. I was originally planning on presenting my findings to Kanich. I'd hoped he would be attending the upcoming ceremony.
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful theory to support another.
Kanich, what are you doing here?
I more or less finished what I was doing, so I came to have a quick catch-up. Now a good time?
Kanich! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all the details, but you have to attend the Turnfire Night.
So Mr. Ponche here has done a lot of research on the history of the Turnfire, and thinks he might have found a way for you to solve the problem.
I'll be there, Ponche. Let's go.
Ooh. Maybe him putting into a rift and this might be tying together.
Here will do.
We found a way to summon a beastly rift?
Yeah. I'd like your help giving it a trial run tomorrow. If that works, we have our plan come Turnfire Night.
Sounds like you're not considering Ponche's idea.
You heard him. He hasn't worked out the details yet. We need a more practical solution with concrete steps to follow.
Yet? Are you saying you think he might actually be onto something?
I think it's possible, based on something I know about the war 500 years ago.
Oh shit.
Burkina didn't fall to the abyss. He was killed by the Mountain King in an episode of madness. In his final moments, Burkina made the fateful decision to not fight back, and instead pass his blood and power on to the Mountain King.
Oh.
Maybe he thought the Mountain King was stronger than him, and more valuable to the tribe. Or maybe it was just out of loyalty to his friend. Either way, I can believe the Turnfire was involved. Whether you think his sacrifice triggered it, or his fate was sealed from the moment he took the Malipo name, it makes sense to me.
How can you drop these truth bombs with such a straight face?
This is what I've gleaned from my many interactions with the Mountain King. His mind is so disordered. It took some time to piece it all together. The story Elder Trinidad told you was the more palatable version of events. The truth is even darker. The Mountain King's mind isn't just disordered. He is suffering and feels great shame. I believe he wants to be put out of his misery.
Oh.
What? Then what should we do? Should we grant him his wish?
Of course not. We should help him move to a new home.
Goal hasn't changed.
It's the only practical solution.
So
the Mountain King is a hero to my tribe. An object of worship, even. Ending his life would be like desecrating a statue. Still, he's been the cause of multiple disasters, and we can't afford to have any more.
Ugh. Practical solutions hurt Paimon's brain. Can we follow our hearts next time?
We must follow Kingdom Hearts. No thinking. Lightness, darkness, lightness, darkness. Just replace darkness with bees, and it'll make just as much sense. I'll never stop making fun of that.
Then let's break for the day. I've already found a suitable venue for tomorrow.
Okay, we're flying by. I'm glad I did the Children of Echoes one ahead of time, so we could just go straight to Shalonen's quest when after the Archon quest, obviously.
You're here. Very punctual.
Oh, so the gruesome twosome come crawling back. Here to make amends after the gross irreverence you displayed last time? Very well. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula shall grant you the audience that you seek. Now pucker up and kiss our feet.
No.
Kanich, didn't you say you found him a teacher? He's just as out of control as ever!
Hey! No one gets to discipline the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula. No one!
You put up with this behavior.
Maybe because I've never had a gentle-natured companion like Paimon to compare against.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, I see what I'm missing out on now. And it's a lot.
Knit! We could drown this measly flying ant in one droplet of spit! How dare you compare her to the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula, how? Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body! I will commit heinous atrocities! Tear down your legacy! Destroy your reputation! Wreak havoc on your...
And being ignored.
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business. Once we've opened the beastly rift, you're welcome to toss a how in there for a couple of days.
Damn!
With pleasure. You don't need to ask
Yes,
twice.
our test subject.
I got my hands on this device in a trade. It's meant as bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy. The rift towns will tear through space to get to this. Once they're here, we take them out and claim the rift for
How
ourselves.
did you get your hands on this?
You'll find out soon enough. First, let's try this out.
Oh. From Sanka. Sanka. Oh, hey!
They'll tear you to pieces given half the chance, so be careful.
Seize the skies!
Things are about to get dicey.
Oh, that's cool. His skill actually works with, like, Yalan and stuff. That's actually cool.
Are there even
The
bigger
beta
ones on
would
the way?
work, but not aggravate. Huh?
You see, Kinich? I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say
Wait, is this Enjo?
promised and over-delivered. Nifty little gizmo.
Is it Enjo? Please tell me it's Enjo.
I take it this is your true form?
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship.
What?
I made a promise.
That
to
sounds
the
like
great
Enjo, 'cause I
Kahula
recognize the
Hao,
voice.
And now I'm here to seize your body for his use. Cliché, I know. The hero's trusted partner sells
I mean,
him
I
out to
totally
the
did
abyss
betray him.
in a shocking act of betrayal.
Yes.
The bad guy's speech and drawn-out death sequence.
Yes, it is Enjo.
Huh?
Yes, let's go.
Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. Kinich, this is not what we agreed on.
Traveler, this is the gift I got you. I know you're looking for intel on the Abyss Order, so I thought he might be of use to you. But it looks like you've already met.
Yeah, we've met. I've beaten him up before.
Yikes. Frosty reception. Gotta say, I kinda pictured this moment going a
Oh
little
my
different.
god, Arnold probably
Tears of
freaked out at
joy
this
welling
moment.
up in your eyes as you say the words, "It's good to see you again, old friend."
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance novels.
There we have it. Change is inevitable and nothing lasts forever. What a pity. Well then, time for you to meet the new me. This time, please call me Sanka.
No, your name is Enjo.
Sanka! Aha! So you're a glasses guy! You tricked Huni and Toba into telling you a bunch of stories!
What's your real name?
What does it matter? A name is a superficial label. It's what's deep down inside that counts. And I've shown you the deepest parts of me.
You mean the masochist parts?
That would explain a lot. Why else would you show up here and start acting like a wise guy? You looking for a fight?
I'll pass. I do rather like you, as I've said before. But my one quibble is that you really don't know your own strength.
And what are you doing here?
Wait. Of course. You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity. Let Paimon guess. You've been provoking the Mountain King too.
Probably no.
Haven't I told you before? I'm not part of the inner circle who do our highness's bidding. My interests are far more low stakes.
Yeah, like he said he isn't even in the inner circle. He just does his own thing just to fuck with everybody.
I spend my time digging for truth in ancient doodads and books. You really think a benchwarmer like me is capable of more than that?
You're more interested than the other, Abyss lectors.
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events. Just happens to be in the area. So, I struck a deal with him. He helps me summon a rift. I allow him to do some historical research.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. Well, I was hoping this would be an opportune moment to whisk away his body. That would have given me some more time to study the great Kahula How. But now I've run into you, which is just my luck. Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire, and this is the price I have to pay. But I don't understand. What did I do wrong?
You tricked Huni and Toba.
Wait, does that count?
Yes.
Let me think.
Yes, it does.
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could you betray your partner?
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How is a partner to no
He
one.
just hates everybody.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? Ha! What a joke. Not even a match for our lowly servant. I put up with this toad croaking for days, and it was all for nothing.
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than effective, Mr. Enjo.
What did you expect? Behavioral rehab isn't really our thing. Otherwise, we might as well change our name from the Abyss Order to the Abyss Boarding School.
The abysmal disorder would suit you better.
Abysmal disorder.
Kanish! Dispose of him! He is of no further use to us.
Traveler?
Be my guest. The Abyss Order is a threat to us all. Let him go. He'll never amount to much in the Abyss Order anyway.
You see, this is why I like you. Still, you shouldn't underestimate me just because I'm a lowly clerk.
No, we must spare Enjo because he's like the most fun, one of the most fun Abyss characters ever.
I could never beat you in a straight-up fight, but when it comes to running away, I won't lose to anyone.
That's funny. When it comes to running away, I'm king.
Do me a favor and remember how fast I disappear. Maybe then you'll show me a little respect next time.
Darn! He got away again! Couldn't you have stopped him?
It's alright. He's not worth our time and energy. Besides, it seems like he's in debt to a lot of people. I'm sure they'll keep him busy.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully we see more of him. I'm kind of glad he showed up again. Hey, guys, I'm probably gonna run an early ad break because I need to go to the restroom. Because lately my digestive system has been really bad and been annoying. Yeah, let me run an ad break so you guys don't have to deal with ads while we're doing this content. So, thank you for your patience. I'll see you guys after I get back from the restroom. Hey, good time as any. Oh man, sorry for that, guys. Let's continue.
If you say so. Still, Paimon's kind of surprised that you actually struck a deal with someone from the Abyss Order.
To borrow that guy's words, names are superficial labels. Whether you call it the Abyss Order or anything else, it's a broad generalization at best.
It's so nice to see Enjo back, though, because I remember, back in 2.4 when Enkanomiya showed up, Enjo was such a treat. And when they had the voiced event at that time, Enjo was, like, one of the best, like villain characters ever. And it's always a treat to see him again.
Think of
we'll
it
probably
like
see him
apples that have
more
fallen from a
as
tree.
time goes on, too.
If you tasted each one, you'd find that they're all at different stages of ripening. Even the unripe fruit blown off its branch before it's fully grown can still be brewed into a fine wine. Everything has its use.
Huh. Well, in that specific sense, maybe Enjo's not such a bad apple. Not rotten to the core, at least.
Oh no, he did.
Of course! Only the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, is rotten to the core and evil beyond redemption.
Ugh. So what exactly are you anyway? You're definitely the evilest little thing Paimon's ever met.
Don't worry, he can't hurt a fly.
Signed a contract?
You could say that.
Paimon heard that those kinds of contracts might come with a terrible cost attached. Is that true?
Such as a How watching me like a ravenous vulture?
Vulture? Vulture? We are the Dragon Supreme, sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame.
Let's pick this up another time. It's getting kinda late. You should go back and get some rest. Big day ahead. Tomorrow's turn.
Why do I have a feeling a How is...
Time to light the sacred flame and burn away the filth for a legendary 500-year-old warrior.
Why do I have a feeling a How's actually the globalified version of the Pyro Sovereign? And it would be a bad idea to bring him back?
Oh yeah. Hearing you lay it out like that is making Paimon a little nervous. For
Even
all
though
the work
apparently
we've put in,
the
it all
Pyro
comes down to tomorrow night. We have to make sure we solve this problem once and for all.
Apparently, Shiva Lanka is the one that slayed the Pyro Sovereign. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe he's just a powerful dragon. I don't know.
Then it can't hurt to say this one more time. Good luck to us both.
Good luck to us both.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, so we're pretty much reaching end by this one.
What happened to getting some rest? The house piqued your interest, huh? It's true that he's a relic from an earlier Saurian age, but since we're bound to each other by contract, you can see him as my companion for now. I know he can be awful, but don't worry. As long as I'm still around, he can't do that much damage.
As long as you're around?
That's a key part of the contract. The How has to obey my orders and lend me his power for as long as I live. And after I die, a How gets control of my body. That's the price.
Yeah, but...
Crazy, isn't it? That was probably the first time I really appreciated what it meant to pay a price. Then once I signed the contract, I received the ancient name Malipo. But that's a whole other story. We can get into it another time if you're interested.
Yeah, like, dude, that is, like, morbid as fuck. Like, really morbid. Oh, Shui1, thanks for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. Also, hello. Just going through Kenichi's story quest. I think we're reaching the end. I'm doing good. Hopefully you're doing well. Like I just got back from the restroom after we just met Enjo again after 2.5 fucking years. Like seriously, it's been 2.5 fucking years since we last saw Enjo, the goat. Ugh.
Ah, at long last, you're back.
I'm guessing...
I hear you've done much for our people these last few days. Everyone has nothing but praise for you.
How do you get Kenichi's quest? Oh, you have to go through, you have to do, the, tribe quests. It's the red exclamation mark when you see it. It's different compared to like the normal character quest, where instead of like unlocking with the key, you just go through like the 3-parter quest. I actually like that way better. It means you don't really need to use your keys, but now my keys are just like sitting there not used because I have everything unlocked. But that's fun. That just means it fleshes out the tribes and character more with a 3-parter.
Many young people have heard the rumors too. They're all eager to meet our new flame bearer.
I just got Kanichi recently. That's cool. I wish I could have gotten Kanichi or Mualani, but I had to skip because Mualani, I already have enough Hydro characters. I'm good for a while. And Kanichi, it's more of a he's unfortunate because if he was phase 1, it would have been a lot easier. But Shilonen is literally next week, and I'm saving for Mavwika because queen shit. Because Mavwika is who I've been waiting for since the launch of the fucking game. Because I've been the most excited about the Pyro Archon over any other character outside of Beto. But Nahida coming out too. Yeah, Nahida. But I already have Nahida, so I'm good. I'm lacking Dendro characters, but honestly, I always pull for who I want to pull for. Even though I'm lacking like Cryo and Dendro options that I like using.
Well, they won't have to wait for long. It's almost time for the ceremony. We really hope we can resolve the Mountain King situation quickly and smoothly. Seems like a lot of people have been worrying about it, huh?
Well, it's nearly time. So, if you're ready, then follow me to the ceremony site.
No, the party cannot be changed. Please choose a suitable party in advance. Recommended elements fire. Oh shit! That was way too quick. That was way too quick. Shit.
Here we are.
Our honored guests have arrived.
I'll just let this
about
play
your
out and
fine
I'll
work
go
over the
back.
past few days. I hope you'll allow us to thank you properly after tonight's ceremony.
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venue ready must have been a huge task. No need to make extra work for yourselves on our account.
Well, if it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved, no cost is too great to bear.
Like Kanichi, but he's a Dendro character, sadly. Hey, that's a good thing. Dendro characters are really good. And Kanichi's good with burning and Burgeon teams. Well, actually, that's literally the main thing he's good at. Any other team outside of that, he actually has a hard time. But hey, it would have been nice if I would have gotten him or a Hatham. Then I would have a main DPS Dendro unit. But sadly, I don't.
A resolution will come in due course. But every great fire starts as a tiny spark. We must take it one step at a time.
No one would disagree with you if that were possible, Chief. But it's been far too long since we've seen a real step forward.
Oh yeah, no, Kanichi's amazing at traveling.
Can't you see how our numbers have dwindled since the last Turnfire night?
The ceremony was arranged on short notice. Many are away from home and could not make it back in time.
That may be so, but still.
Good evening, Traveler and Paimon.
Kanich! Not a moment too soon.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give the Traveler a few pointers as the previous Flame Bearer.
Very well, but make it quick. Let me know when you're done, and we will begin the ceremony.
Let's step to the side. Has anyone gone over the key steps of the ceremony with you yet?
My look is good, but funny enough, when it comes to like all the Hoyo games, Zenless, I have the worst luck. I've lost every 50-50, and I've gone to hard pity on every single side. For Star Rail, it's like an actual 50-50 whether... Well, actually, I've won the 50-50s more than losing, but I've gone to hard pity like half the time. In Genshin, you wouldn't believe my luck. In Genshin throughout my history. Like, holy shit. I've never gone to hard pity, like, that much, and even when I've gone to hard pity, I still won the 50-50. I have yet to lose a 50-50 in a very long time. That probably will change with Shilonen, but I'm at 68 pity built in, so like if I lose, like at least the soft pity will be there. And got Tainari. Hey, 2 Dendro characters. That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon seems to have forgotten them.
What a surprise! The flying ant has an ant-sized brain.
Damn it, ow.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet. See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, go light each one up in turn. Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, light the braziers along the way, then bring the flame to the final altar. Then the ceremony is complete.
That sounds simple enough.
The process isn't complicated, but remember, you mustn't turn back at any point. If you miss a pillar, you can't light the next one, then come back to it. You have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as disrespecting our ancestors. If that happens, you won't receive the blessing of the Turnfire, and you'll have to start over. I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
Got it. Alright, so... Okay, literally a reverse 9.
So that's our part. What about you?
I'll be with you the whole way, and once you've lit the altar, I'll start summoning the rift. You can leave that side of things to me. Just focus on your
Okay, I switched my team because that came up sudden.
We'll try to remember all that and get it right the first time.
Well then, shall we begin?
Ready when you are. But I think I saw Huni and the others just now. Maybe you should say hi before you start. Might make you less nervous. Just tell the chief when you're ready.
Okay, I switched my team first. Yeah, leave. I need to switch my team because we're gonna end up fighting the Mountain King. So, even though I already fought him before, so. There we go.
I saw you leave the ceremony site and are you in trouble? Okay, let's go.
I thought I got C1 coaching, I was happy, but my smile just went away instantly. Yeah, like, unless you're into the charge attack playstyle, yeah, like, Tainari's a pull that is hard to, like, get excited for. But he's not bad. Like, you can use him for, like, support capabilities, just like Ganyu. Like, you can build Ganyu and Tainari for support roles instead of DPS roles. Heck, you can use them for, like, well, okay, Tainari specifically can be used for burst scenarios.
Mr. Traveler, you look so cool today!
Mr. Nickname.
You're gonna make sure the Mountain King never threatens us again, right? I believe in you. I'll be cheering you on the whole time.
Mr. Traveler, you're finally here! I even dragged my uncle out to watch the ceremony.
Although I'd hoped for the Malipo name-bearer to perform this ceremony, that was never anything to do with you, so please don't take it personally. I got thinking last night, and I realized if the lesson of Malipo is to look forwards, then I should accept that my book is gone and start anew. Besides, I'll have even more to write about this time, given this will be our first Turnfire ceremony featuring a flame-bearer from another land. I'll be taking detailed notes.
Good luck, Mr. Traveler. You got this.
If you really build Tainari, then his burst would do really good damage. Yeah, if I had him, but even then, I probably still wouldn't build him. Because, like, even though he would be a good Dendro option for me to use, if I don't enjoy playing the character, then no thanks. Because, like, let me show you my character roster. Look how many characters in the 90s there are, and some 80s. And then compare that to how many characters are literally down below. There's so many characters like in the 60s, some in the 70s but gave up. Although I'm working on Chevres. There are some level 80 characters I do use and probably plan on building. I'm gonna rebuild Tartaglia. Kuching I used to use, but once I had Chlorend, I just benched her. And she's C5. Nahida. Diluc I benched. And he's gonna be permanently benched because, like, I got bored, like, at launch using him. And I have Arlecchino. And then with Mavwika showing up, that makes
it even worse. If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Like, I got a decent amount of characters, but I only build who I want to use. Okay.
How are you doing? Is all in order?
Ready to go.
I'm counting on you. Don't forget what we talked about. By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on.
I usually choose my characters by how they look and stuff. I got enough to pull right in, but I'm sticking to Kuching. Yeah, honestly, that's what... Unless you're a meta person or you're making guides and whatnot, it's best to pull for who you want to pull for, whether they're good or not. Because at the end of the day, all these Hoyoverse games are literally just single player, no PvP. You getting a meta character means nothing at all. So like, and like at that point, it's just like you end up having to deal with like fear of missing out if you get pressured into that. The only times I would ever say a character is near must pull, but never a complete must pull, is if they are so useful for your account that you might as well just get them. Yeah, exactly. Even though Shalonen's gonna be broken as all get out, and a second Kazuha, that doesn't mean everybody. That doesn't mean people should be pressured to pull for her. I would just say like people should pull for her because like she is broken, but like it's everybody's choice at the end.
My brothers and sisters, the time has come to light the fire once again, and let the Turnfire night shine bright in Hoytzitlan.
Clap. Ah, yes. The clapping. Go to the altar to obtain kindling of sacred flame. In the flame, draw close to a brazier to ignite it. The ritual has specific order to pass sacred flame according to the fixed order or fail. And straight toward the ritual's end. Good. First Shenhe, she's...
Go get the sacred flame.
Okay, I'm saving it for Shenhe. She's just really sick character, has good ability. Oh, she's broken in cryo teams. But that's all she's good in, unfortunately. I have Shenhe, and I always use her with my Rosaria.
Nicely done. Off to a good start.
Okay, yeah, if it's literally...
Great stuff.
Okay, yeah, this is literally just auto at this point.
You're over halfway. Keep it up.
Yeah, like, okay.
Impressive. Just one more to go.
I'd say Shenhe's worth it if you
Come on, one last push. The final
you have a
sacred
lot of
flame
cryo
is up
characters
there.
that can take advantage of her. Otherwise, Shenhe is like a character that you don't need to get. But again, pull for who you want to pull for. That it's your account. No one can tell you otherwise. That's what I always say. I just make recommendations to people, or just say, hey, this character is really good or stuff, and if you want to get them, get them. If not, that's fine. I was the same way too. She's hot as fuck, and I wanted her too. Her first banner, I lost to 50-50.
All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave.
Sweet. Yeah, like when her first banner came out, I wanted to get her so badly. Lost my 50-50, but I got Jean after a year and a half, who was a character I wanted on the standard banner. So I made out like a bandit on that. Then her first rerun came in, and then I got her. That was during the days when there was literally no one in Sumeru I wanted to get. Like, at all. Like, in Sumeru, I only wanted to get Nahida, but I was saving up for Dia, and then I skipped Dia because of how bad she was.
Almost there. The cave is just up ahead.
Like, I have Dia now because she's on standard, but like, bruh. Why did they ruin her like that?
We should deal with the contamination first.
Very sure in 5.3 there's an event where you got a chance to pull any 5-star Leo region characters. Well, keep it in mind, if you're looking at leaks, don't say leaks here. This is a no leak stream. Because I don't want to be known about, I don't want to know about stuff. Oh, did I miss this? Oh, right here. Yeah, no worries. Don't worry about it. That's not like
there's the altar.
That's not spoiling. Like remember, that's not like spoiling who's coming up or what their kits are. Like that would be going too far. And story spoilers would be instant ban because I do not want to know anything about that shit. I don't mind theorizing, but oh, did you have that problem, right, Car? I've been hearing people have been having problem on Twitch where notifications aren't going off for some reason. People have been having that problem lately. Some people. That sucks. Well, you're here now.
Woohoo! We've lit up the final altar!
Although you missed my reaction to seeing Enjo, dude. Bro, after 2.5 years, the goat finally returns after 2.5 years of waiting. I hope they make him return more and more because that make them money. Well, okay, here's the weird thing though. I still get notifications of every streamer I have the notification bell on, regardless if they make money or not. So it's like, it must be on certain people. And I'm using mobile, so I still get notifications just fine. But then again, if I don't get notifications, I still have notifications on Twitter to know if they're going live or not. Well, yeah, but hey, you're here now. We're pretty much at the tail end of Kenichi's quest, so if you want to watch the VOD, it's there. To watch it, watch my reactions.
That's the Mountain King up ahead, right?
That's him. Kangamato, king of the Yumkasaurs from 500 years ago. He's very powerful.
You sure about that? Because I could literally destroy him in the abyss.
Paimon can tell. He's huge. Let's tread carefully. We don't want to wake him up.
We pretend to purify the king?
You've made it at last. You did even better than I expected.
Uh-oh.
Traveler, now comes the final and most important step of the ceremony. Please use the power of the sacred flame to cleanse the Mountain King of abyssal filth.
There's no need this time.
Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing? Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Oh boy.
Is that a beastly rift?
Chief Waina, Elder Trinidad, this is about to get a little dangerous. You should step back.
What do you think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
You mean by having him torn to pieces by rift hounds?
No, stop! We can't let that happen!
Foolish Locust! Can't you see? We're trying to shove your Locust King into the beastly rift!
But... I'm sorry, Chief Waina and Elder Trinidad. This is the only way.
Can you promise me that no harm will come to the Mountain King?
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Traveler, this is not what we agreed on. You must cleanse the Mountain King of every last trace of abyssal contamination.
I've changed my mind. I don't want the Mountain King to die.
Okay, I see what this is. You've been in cahoots this whole time.
Oh, you idiot. You're an idiot.
Ugh, you imbecile! What have you done?
Oh no! The device is destroyed!
You forced my hand. I had no choice.
Elder Trinidad? What are you doing?
And now you're waking it up.
No, the Mountain King is waking up. He will cause even more casualties.
Everyone, out! Now!
You should have just let it happen, bro.
Well, it seems there's only one way to awaken you all from your willful blindness. More sacrifices must be made.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. Although apparently the lore about the Mountain King has existed since the artifact set in Sumeru. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the Burning set. Apparently, the lore about the Mountain King and the hero from 500 years ago with the Turnfire name. Apparently, that was in the artifact set, like the lore reading. But at least we're getting a story quest where the weekly boss is involved. Now I just hope with the Children of Echoes with Shalonen, now we just get the Cuckoo Sword. But to be honest, we probably won't, because it's a Cuckoo Sword, not the ground ones.
Take me, oh Mountain King! Take me as your next sacrifice!
Well, we didn't. Everyone's still outside. We have to keep the Mountain King here. Give me a hand.
Overruled. I'm going in.
I got him cornered. Watch out for the fruits he's spitting out. I can use those against him. Yeah, that's it.
Time to act. Gotcha. Game's up. Run's over. Ring cutter.
Yeah, it's too easy. He's using prototype Rancor again.
What do we do? We can't open the rift!
Kill me! Put an end! Points at launch! Shame!
By past fuel and present flame.
Oh shit.
Life marches ever on.
Oh, Burkina, I must atone.
Wow, I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised the Mountain King actually has a voice. Yeah, you know, that's actually cool.
Patience. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds. Even if one day I fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Oh, this is cool.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kangamato will march ever on.
This
till
is
the abyss is stamped out.
This is cool. That is cool. The following day in the silence of the Canopy tribe. You know, I don't think I like the playstyles of any of the Natlan characters so far. Mualani is clunky. It's not awful, but it's definitely a character I wouldn't prioritize pulling for. Kanich
Pretty
is
eventful
weird
day
too.
yesterday, huh? Paimon wonders how things are doing now. Let's go ask the chief.
I think it's just getting some time to get used to the characters. I think Kanich is more fun though. It's just a little weird to figure out his gimmick. But I think that'll change with the future characters. That isn't great in this game. It's single target focus until you put Burgeon. He's good in burning Burgeon teams, which Burgeon's AoE. So like if you want him to have like AoE stuff, probably have them cluttered together and Burgeon. Cause like that's like those are like his best teams. Cause like he's the opposite of Alhaitham. He wants to have Burning and Burgeon, while Alhaitham wants to have Hyperbloom and Spread. So, like, they're two different sides. Although I think Shalonen's gonna be broken.
You've come at just the right time.
Actually, she is gonna be
I have some
broken.
good news for you. Trinidad's condition is stabilized. He suffered burns on much of his body, but we believe he'll survive.
How does he survive from a ball of fire being shot at him? That should have killed him.
Guess that's the best news we could hope for. Paimon has to ask, is everyone in your tribe such a risk taker? First Kanich, then Elder Trinidad? Is this
Magic.
the Scions of the Canopy's adventurous spirit in action?
We're simply not afraid to charge ahead into the unknown.
Kanich okay?
He's fine. Don't worry. He's gone to check on the Mountain King. Something most mysterious has happened. After the incident yesterday, a transparent shell is formed around the Mountain King's body. We don't understand the mechanism behind it, but the shell appears to insulate him against the influence of abyssal power. It is somewhat akin to a scab, in that it stops the abyssal energy within him from bleeding out, while also preventing further abyssal energy from seeping in and infecting him. We've never seen anything like it. The tribe's most senior elders believe it was caused when he was burned by the sacred flame, similar to the way burned wood becomes charcoal. I think their theory makes sense. After all, we've never thrown the Mountain King directly into the sacred flame before.
Wow. So it's made a barrier against abyssal energy? That's a good thing, right?
It's practically a miracle from what we've seen of it so far. It means that the Mountain King's level of abyssal energy is now stable. No longer will we need to perform an annual cleansing ceremony.
That's good.
Wow. That's amazing!
Really just the power of the sacred flame?
I know what you're thinking. The young people in the tribe are already speculating that yesterday's ceremony was a Turnfire night like none other in our history. Because you and Kanich, you summoned the very flame that appears in our ancient legends. A great transparent ball of fire. And that fire is what saved the Mountain King.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! So that was the real Turnfire?
I may be the chief of this tribe, but I've only ever known the Turnfire as a concept in our legends. I cannot answer that question. If anyone can answer it, I suspect it would be the bearer of the Malipo name. He is in the Mountain King's cave as we speak.
Ah, so Kanich then. Why don't we go see how he's doing?
Oh, yeah, I finished a Woo Wub 1.3 the other day. It was very good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. From what I've seen, the remnants of it, it has good set pieces. However, I think I like Shorekeeper less from what I've seen. She is literally a complete suck-up to the Rover. Come on, can we stop getting characters that are really obsessed over the Rover, please? They want to, like, marry them. Because fire was too violent.
Hey yourselves. You two doing okay after yesterday?
We were gonna ask you the same question. You scared Paimon half to death when you rushed into the fire.
Sorry, I couldn't just stand and watch the Mountain King get burned alive.
So you thought you'd try and extinguish the sacred flame with Dendro? Or is that an attempt to make the almighty Dragon Lord Kahulahow die of laughter?
The Sacred Flame only possesses a fraction of the Pyro Archon's power. It's not as if I was fighting the Pyro Archon herself.
And in 5.1, she's about to go full power. So anybody who says she fought full power against Capitano in that text, they're gonna be wrong here soon, because she'll be going full power in 5.1. European edition was an attempt to repair the relationship the Chinese player base. China eats that up. Of course they do. And I'm assuming it probably will work. His Shorekeeper is definitely that Gooner bait character. I don't think I'll ever return to Wuthering Waves anytime soon, because like they would have to release a character that would make me want to like actually put time into the game again. But like at this point, I don't think so. Three gacha games is already too much as is. Adding 4 is just basically impossible, and I have to give up every other game at that point. Okay.
Kenichi, when you went into the flames, were you intending to,
Intending to what?
To, do the same thing as Burkina?
Sacrifice myself? Of course not. My focus was on keeping the Mountain King alive, not on what it would cost. But now I'm curious. What made you think I was going to sacrifice myself?
Well, because everyone's saying the Turnfire is what saved the king last night. And Ponche's theory was that summoning the Turnfire is a tit-for-tat exchange, right? So, Paimon thought you decided to pay for it with your life.
So you've heard that rumor too. I'm afraid I can't say for sure. What happened yesterday was a first for me too.
Well, even if you don't know, there's probably no one in the world who does.
What I would say is, if that really was the power of the Turnfire, I'd sooner believe that the Mountain King summoned it himself.
The Mountain King? Then, what price did he pay?
The core meaning of price is not atonement or compensation, but what you're willing to give up in order to obtain what you want. It's easy to die for your sins. Much harder to live with the guilt and keep on going. In the end, the Mountain King chose the latter option. For Burkina and for the tribe. That's the price he paid.
Oh.
Alright, so how is the Mountain King doing now?
Health-wise, there's nothing to worry about. He'll enter a fighting stance whenever we set foot in his territory. But his attacks are gentler now and not as crazed as before. Like he said yesterday, he just intends to be a sparring partner for people to practice with.
That health-wise, is something else bothering you?
Yeah, I tried communicating with him again, but he didn't respond.
Oh, so that's how they're tying in to him being a weekly boss fight, where he'll still attack you, but you don't actually kill him. You literally are just sparring with it. That's actually a cool way to incorporate him as a weekly boss fight. You know, after doing this quest. Doing it before, you wouldn't know the context.
We dare say that Locust King has well and truly lost its mind. The lights are on, but nobody is home. Its body remains fighting fit thanks to the perverse power of the Abyss. But time has been less kind to its soul. It was ground to a pulp long ago.
But we saw him come back to his senses yesterday.
That was merely one last burst of brain activity before it croaked. As you humans would say, it went out with a bang.
Oh, come on! Stop being such a doomer. Paimon bets the Mountain King has finally let go of the tragedies of the past now, and is focusing on moving forward. That's why he doesn't have time to chat with us. He's too busy thinking about the future.
Well, at least it means my fellow tribespeople can move forward now, too. Thank you for your help, Traveler. I owe you one.
Nah, you already gave me that gift.
Yeah, that's right. You caught Enjo for us, remember?
But he ended up being completely useless. It's not a fair trade if you lost out.
That's on him. It's not your fault he's useless. Besides, we're friends now. You don't know us anything.
And Joe's useless.
Friends? But your friendship is an even more valuable gift.
Okay, Kenichi.
I can't in good conscience accept it for free.
Kenichi.
So, promise me. If you need anything in the future, you'll come to me. For you, I'll do anything.
Hell yeah. What a good... Wow. 2 for 2 on, like, really good quests for the Outling characters. 2 for 2.
So, in the end, only poor little Hooney got the sad ending?
Yeah, everyone's happy except me. First Nana, then my dad. Why does everyone in my family have to suffer?
Pony, it'll be okay. Your dad will get better soon.
Toba, you're my friend, so I shouldn't say this to your face. But it was all the Mountain King's fault.
Huh?
Now hold your horses, kiddo. If you promise not to fight, Uncle Sanka will tell you a story.
At least Enjo's making up to the... Oh.
Okay, before you roll your eyes out of your skull, I promise you can trust me. I almost got my eyebrows burned off by the turnfire after last time. That's why I came back, to make it up to you. All right, I'll just get to the point. Do you know what Uncle Sanka loves the most about your people?
What?
Your extreme sports.
Huh?
On my first day here, I got hit by someone falling out of the sky. I believe you call it bungee jumping? It's a dangerous sport, to be sure, but the courage it took to make the jump impressed the heck out of me. So, I introduced myself to the jumper, we made friends, and I even helped treat her wounds.
Oh, such a nice friend.
Of course. Anyway, the good times didn't last, because I got captured by a powerful foe, so we had to part ways for a while. In the hands of the enemy, I was scorned, scolded, and nearly given away as a gift. Oh, it was so humiliating. A horrible experience to look back on.
Fucking Enjo.
Why does Uncle Sanka always have to suffer, I thought. So I feel your pain, Hooney. I was in the same position. But in the end, I made it through, and I left all of those painful memories in the past. I even managed to reunite with my friend.
Is that it? The moral of the story is to look forward in life, right? Yeah, we've heard that one millions of times. Sorry, Uncle Sanka, but you're not cut out to be a teacher.
Damn.
Very smart, Hooney, but not quite smart enough. What I'm trying to tell you is that after I reunited with my friend, I found her injuries were all healed, but she really missed her family. So, I thought you might like to see her too. She's right behind you.
What?
Turn around and see.
Wait. Did you bring Nanan back?
Another trick about not turning back? I'm not falling for that one again.
Oh my god.
Huh?
How? And how? How the? Oh god. Now I'm concerned for those kids. That was really good. I gotta say, I really think Caesar is the best character in Hoyoverse. Finally, a character made for treatment. After Twitter monopolized all the women and made them mesme. That's the wrong way of saying Himiko, Mobwika, and Beto. I like how you misspelled those three. Because they're literally right there. It's...
Transcript.
Put up a good
No, I missed it.
Rain outlines your. Let's light it up.
This is why I need to really go back to exploring, but I'm kind of waiting for that treasure compass.
An impressive bounty.
But no, Caesar is such a good introduction because it makes the game so much more fun with her counter, with her parry stuff. And dude, my Caesar's not even fully built with the disc drives. I'm using her with my soldier team, and my soldier's doing as much damage as my Zhuyuan team. It's actually nuts. All because Caesar and Lucy are buffing her to Kingdom Come.
This was
new.
Yeah, like instead of using the defense disk drive, the defense W engine I'm using the fossil stun one on her.
With which to commemorate this occasion.
It just started today for free XP. Oh yeah, I forgot that's up there. I had to use a lot of my resources to get her to 60, but I'll probably use that for other characters. Cause like I'm slowly building Billy, but I'll probably focus on Rena first, so I have another support ready. Oh, is the new arcade game out too? Well, I plan on going to ZZZ eventually, but I'm taking my time. The events are gonna be there for a while, so I'm not really worried. Especially the Feast one. There's some I missed here because the Archon quest kind of like prevented me from exploring this area, and I completely forgot. So this is probably like, actually, what part of it is it?
Overruled, everlasting as the moon.
All level up materials are doubled. Oh, don't worry. I'll log in once I'm done. I always log in before I go to bed for work. I always make sure I do my stuff. Now that you said the level of materials is doubled,
pleasure is there
that's probably going to be wasting all my energy on, so I can build up. I'll pretty much just use all my energy to build up. Or at least all the energy that I can use to get the double. Can you please give me the obsidian?
Treasure. One way to draw your
I hate how RNG they are. God damn it! But yeah, just overall, the story quests in that one so far have been really
Everybody
good.
stand back!
Oh, that still worked. Oh man, I really have not explored like these parts.
Come on! Show me your colors!
Finish this back!
Quietly now. Game's up.
Let's light it up!
I mean, that's fair. Like, Mualani's was more so like a guide thing. But like, honestly, if you think about it from the perspective of it's her trying to be a better guide, and like the whole story around the people of the tribe, about like that lesson, I think it'd be a much better viewpoint to look at it. Because like, yeah, there's like no big like lore revealing stuff from it. But I can say at least like what it does bring is like a lot more like reason why People Springs are considered like the tribe of the guide tribe, Brought me up here. What the hell? Whee! Whee! Okay. I'm okay.
Prepare yourself! Busted! Witness the power of Gawat! Got something you want to say?
I'm just praying that in 5.1, because like I don't know if you've gone back to watch the 5.1
Go on.
trailer for Genshin. Like there is a part in there that Sit Lolly mentions where she says like Mavwika's death will clear the debt. I'm sitting here going, look,
What greater pleasure
I
is
hope
there
she
than the
doesn't die, but if she does have to sacrifice herself, make sure it's temporary, because I've been saving for her to be playable for 4 years. I know my Primo Gem count doesn't look like it, but you gotta get characters in between. What? Oh, that's not an invitation to like. Although my assumption is because they've been advertising Mavwika with the other Archons literally from the start, so like there's no way she won't be playable in 5.3, because that's literally the tradition. And like once I get Shalonen, then Chaska's a maybe, depending on my luck. Like depending on my luck, it'll all determine whether I pull for her immediately or wait for a rerun. And it also depends on her kit too. Run, my friends, run! Run to your heart's content.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
We'll just have to see how characters release. Me skipping Mualani and Kanich, like, is fine. Because, like, at the end of the day, it allows me to save up. Oh my goodness, there's a whole bunch in here I did not get. But honestly, I think it's a good thing I didn't explore this area, because there is a world quest here, and I'm assuming it would just be better for me to do the world quest on top of doing all of this. Alright. I'm glad they've been doing that, that they're starting to do this now. Where they give you the materials. Wait a minute. Oh shit. Oh shit. Let's go. Okay, now I can open up over there. I can open up that stupid vault. Finally. Even though when I opened it up in the People of the Springs, all it was 5-star artifacts. The problem is I couldn't even look at which ones had the good stats. And here we go again. Yeah. But it gets you sanctifying elixir, so it's fine. Yeah, the real prize is the elixir. That's not bad. That's not bad either. Okay, I'm liking this. That one's god awful though. Serviceable. It could work. Could work out. This one. That's not a bad one. Neither is that one. Okay, that's garbage. I would say this is. Actually no. And bad. All right, now I just gotta get the Children of Echoes, which the world quest should be letting me get like the rest of what's over here. How much do I? Oh yeah, this did count for over here. Okay. Then like the world quest will allow me to cover like the rest of this, because I'm almost done with Toyic Springs. I'm literally 97%. All I just need is to get the treasure compass to find the last remaining ones. Honestly, Natlan's been easier to explore than Fontaine. Like, yes, there's like little canyons and crevices that you have to search through, but honestly, that's more tame than anything else the game has to offer. So I do not mind. And from 5.1, we're not getting a new area, so that means exploration's still gonna be easy to finish. And honestly, it'll allow me to explore the other areas that I haven't finished. It'll allow me to like go back to like Shenyu Vale, Sumeru, and finish up exploration and world quests just to get extra primos. And just get those done. Slowly but surely. Okay, but with that though, I think that's where I'm gonna call it, cause I got work in the morning and I need to get ready for tomorrow because the Castlevania marathon starts tomorrow. Enjoy those. Yeah, exactly. Those Insta exploration rewards. That's gonna be so nice. Yeah, I kind of want to like turn night so I can get some work, as well as like try to prepare for tomorrow's stream. Because like I am gonna be streaming tomorrow, but instead of doing like my usual thing, I'm gonna be doing my Castlevania marathon for a spooky month. I know Castlevania is not really a spoopy game, but like I've been waiting for years to do a Castlevania marathon, and thankfully the DS collection of Castlevania games is now readily available, so I can finally do it. Not the kind of spoopy you think. Let me find a raid target. Let me find a raid target for us. Is Kenny live? Because I saw him live. Dang, I was gonna raid Kenny. As per usual. Let me see if I can raid more. Every time I try raiding him, like he has that. I kind of wish he just put it back to. I wish he kind of put the raid requirements to like one or at least 2 viewers, so people can raid him. Because like for some of us, we would like to show our support regardless, and if he has his raid requirements be at certain viewers, it's like kind of sucks. I can't raid him. Like, god damn it. Let me see if there's anybody. A lot of people. You know what? Let's rate Proton John. He's actually doing a playthrough run of Gears of War 3 with, I think, the voice actor of the main character. He's doing a co-op run in Gears of War 3 with Greg Chun, which honestly, that's actually really cool. He did that with Resident Evil with Wesker's VA at the time, like when they did Resident Evil 5. And honestly, it's cool that he's able to like do that. It's honestly cool that he's able to like get those opportunities, because that's actually really sick when you get to play with the VAs. Okay, but with that, guys, I'm heading out for the night. Expect a stream tomorrow. We're gonna be starting our Castlevania marathon, and we're gonna be starting from the very beginning to the 3 games that I did not grow up with as a kid. I did play when I got older, but I did not grow up as a kid because I wasn't even born yet. But yeah, it should be fun. For the majority of October, it'll be Castlevania, and then we'll obviously diverge in... Oh wait, hold on. Hang on, cancel rate. I just saw... I think I just saw, fresh. Yeah, you know what, we'll rate Simmons. Goes on John and another. I've rated plenty of times. Okay, yeah, there we go. We'll rate Simmons. There we go. Because it's Monosoft Mondays, and that's always fun. But yeah, Castlevania Marathon tomorrow. We'll be starting from Castlevania 1, and we'll try to see how far we can get. And we'll just be focusing on Castlevania games for the majority of October, outside of like the few exceptions with Genshin 5.1, obviously Xenoblade Zone Zero cleaning up, and other games to play like Mario Party, obviously. Like, I have the whole thing planned out for October. So don't worry. Like, the majority of it will be Castlevania. So like, I'll let people know on like social media when we don't do a Castlevania day and whatnot. Especially when I have break days. So, but with that, guys, hopefully you had fun tonight. Thank you for the follows that happened. Thank you for the lurks. Thank you for pretty much all for tonight. This was fun. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Until then, you guys have a good rest of the night. Take care, everybody.